Namaste, everyone. I hope you've been joining us for each of the segments we've had leading to this, so you have a better understanding of how energy and meditation actually changes the way you think, you feel, the way you act, which as you change your inner world, you're exchanging, not exchanging, you're changing your outer world. So the question that people have been asking is, you keep talking about this Wesak Festival meditation coming up on May 7th. What is the big deal? Full moon is full moon. All right. So let me just give you a quick synopsis. You'll notice during the full moon, a lot of people have a tendency to get stimulated, right? The simple fact is when during the full moon happens, so much spiritual energy pours down to the earth, everything gets magnified. It's just like pouring fertilizer on the ground, flowers, fruits, and weeds grow. So during the full moon, it's a time of opportunity or crisis, according to the Tibetan teacher, Holy Master Dwal Kul. So for the general public, it's a time of crisis. Everything explodes because that's where a lot of the tendency is trying to get things done. They're stressed out. That gets magnified. We, on the other hand, as we understand the spiritual practices, we realize, oh, so much energy. Let me make sure we clear our stuff out before the full moon. And whatever is left will clear out during the full moon because you're under a waterfall of intense energy. And we'll aim that energy towards the good qualities that we have so that those qualities will naturally be magnified. So it's easier to be a good person. It's easier to be happy. It's easier to do those things because you're just, basically adding fuel to it. Make sense? So during the full moon, a lot of this energy gets magnified. There's so much spiritual energy coming down to the earth. Now, out of these full moons in the year, the most powerful one is the one full moon of Aries, April, Taurus in May, and Gemini. These three, the most powerful one is the one next month. Okay? According to some astrologer, I have no idea how he calculated, but it feels right. During that time, when you meditate for 1 hour, millions of people at the same time, imagine, millions of people all over the world at the same time meditating. At that time, when you do your meditation, it's as if you're doing your meditation every single day for the same amount of time for a whole month or even longer. Depends on how big your energy channels are. So you want to definitely take advantage of that because in that small window of time, you get to accelerate your spiritual attainment with minimal effort. Okay? Not to mention, what we try to do at that time during the Wesak Festival is use that energy not only to purify ourselves, but also use it to, as we said, magnify our good qualities and use it to bless our projects, our loved ones, and the earth needs it. Make sense? Now, so the word Wesak is essentially describing the commemoration of the Buddha's birth, death, and enlightenment. You go, well, I'm not Buddhist. It doesn't matter because at that time, so much energy comes in. Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, I remember at night, that particular night, I told my wife, oh, I'm going to sleep in the guest room. She goes, why? I just feel like it. It's just weird. So, I slept in the guest room. In the middle of the night, I remember I saw flashing lights. I go, oh, okay, cars are going, I'm an engineer, so everything has to have a logical reason. I'm laying down. Oh, flashing lights. Oh, must be the window blinds are slightly open, cars going by. Like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So I found myself trying to get up and try to close it, and I couldn't because even as I tried, it almost felt like I was being electrocuted. It was the weirdest dream, okay? It was like, okay, can do it. And so I go, whatever. Next day I told myself, that's the weirdest thing. And then went back to bed, in the bedroom. A few months later, my teacher, Grandmaster Chokoksui, came to the United States and, hosting his events, his classes. And he was talking about the Wesak Festival and, that happened. I go, okay, whatever. I had no clue about it. I didn't know what it is. I come from a Judeo-Christian background, so I've never heard of this before, right? For me, it's just healing, meditation, Twin Hearts, prayer of St. Francis, very Catholic, no problem. Haven't heard of the word Wesak. I heard of the Buddha. Being Asian, being Chinese, of course, you grew up with going to the temple and everything, but I didn't know anything about this. And so I told him the story. And I said, I had this weird dream of this. I told him the whole stuff. He looked at me, he goes, you know what happened that time? What you're talking about is the exact time of the full moon of Wesak. Even though your conscious mind was not aware of it, since you are a spiritual practitioner, you're on the spiritual path, your soul, your higher self, participated in that meditation. I'm going, whoa, that is wild. And I think about it, I go, after that meditation, or not meditation, that night, it just had this something shifted in me that I couldn't explain. It's just weird. It's just like, I don't know, it just felt like more interested in meditation, more interested in doing healing and service, which What happened? And that's when he explained to me, he says, souls that are on the spiritual path sign up for that event. So even though your conscious mind, your physical body is not aware, your spiritual self participated. So that night, essentially the electrocution type experience that I had and the flashing lights is because the soul was participating in that ginormous ritual that's supposed to happen somewhere in the Himalayas where all these great spiritual beings congregate so that the divine energy comes down and that divine energy is accepted by all the spiritual practitioners and then is projected out to the world to help heal the world. And go, whoa, that's pretty cool and weird at the same time. My point, even though consciously we're not aware of it, or even if I'm not interested in it, if your soul signed up for it already, guess what? You're part of it now. So, what's my point? What if that's already happening to your higher soul, yourself anyway, and you materially, physically participate? So the energy can get transferred to your physical body, so you're conscious of it. You can be conscious of flushing out the negative stuff that's still left. You can consciously use it to accentuate and magnify the good qualities. And after the meditation, you can use that to bless your family, your friends, your finances, and whatever else you want to aim a fire hose at to energize. That is the Wesak Festival meditation. So what we've done is that's available to all of you, no charge or whatever. If you want to give a donation, that's great. You'll help our video ministry. That's happening May 7th. The information is here. And for the ones who wants to have a deeper experience and really do a good purification and preparation, I'm doing 7 days, 1 hour each, from April 30, every single day, 10 to 11 a.m. California time. We'll study, we'll meditate, we'll bring all that spiritual knowledge in, we'll do deeper purification to prepare us for that Wesak full moon. And for some of you who feel like, man, I really have a lot of crap I want to get out, you can sign up for an hour, half an hour before that, and where we do healing and go deeper. Okay, so the Wesak Festival by donation, love offering. The other ones, if you want to sign up for it, there's a certain fee for it. You're welcome to join us. Your choice, whatever works for you. We're just here to serve you in whatever capacity we can. Namaste, everyone. Take good care. Live super energized. We'll see you next time.